Band external rotation, it's one of our favorite movements. It does a fantastic job at setting, maintaining posture, and counterbalancing a bench press heavy strength society. So you can use any sort of equipment, any elastic band. There's a standard weight room elastic band. There's those smaller, much smaller, thinner, less resistance versions that you can use. We like to, whenever possible, use these coated bands, dual handle, one on each side, attached to a pillar at the rack. So what we'll do is, once it's attached at about mid-abdomen level, we'll set up even weight distribution across the feet. We are going to always begin with posture. You're going to get tired of hearing us say that, but just consider the alternative. If you forget posture, move from bad posture, you're moving toward injury. So set your posture, take your shoulder blades, tuck them back into your back pockets of your jeans, if you can picture that. We want approximately a vertical alignment between shoulder and elbow. You want your elbow on the arm that's going to turn. You want it in striking distance of your ribs. Okay, it doesn't have to be pinned up against your ribs, but in striking distance of your ribs. Shoulder blades set back. Make sure that the traps and neck aren't tight. Nice and easy, and just very subtle movement away from the midline. Okay? What we see go wrong here more often than not, first of all, we see athletes going in like they're arm wrestling. No problem, that's just internal rotation. And what we've decided is that with all the pushing that we do, or swimming, or throwing, we get so much closure of this space. We're contracting there so much that we don't always add to it. Nothing necessarily wrong about including that in a program, but it's just not what we're trying to do. The other thing that we see is a lot of extra extension, okay, a lot of distance. You know, we are a very performance-driven society, and what we sometimes see is folks trying to really get the most out of the band. They'll lean into it. They'll reach with the band. There's really no need. Just a subtle external rotation with good posture. If it's not enough resistance, move away from the anchor point. Okay, you do that enough times and you will feel it. From an aerial view, this is the head. Put a nose, put some hair on there. That's a head. There are the shoulders. Again, this is an aerial view. You're looking down at the top of someone's head. What this will look like, the path is really, it's very subtle. There's the finger and the hands. Okay, the shoulders right here. The elbow will be stacked below it. Okay, forearm coming out. And this movement will travel from about the midline, down the center of the body, out to whatever your alignment, whatever your physical alignment allows. If you can only get to here, that's how far you go. If you can get a little further, great. But it's an external rotation based on your own anatomy. So if that's the finishing point, there's the hand, fingers in there, okay, moving toward the extent of the position. That's the full range of the movement. And the posture changes never. Solid posture throughout, subtle movement, short path. Another common thing we see is what we call a clavicle tilt. Okay, so you'll lean into it. So you lean into the external rotation, trying to get some extra oomph behind it. If you cannot perform the movement from an even collarbone, a nice stable collarbone position, then you should probably reduce the resistance by getting a new band or moving closer to the anchor point. Band external rotation.